How's it going, everyone? My name is Sinikle, and welcome to the house in Fata Morgana. We are back after the last video, which we saw some sort of time paradox happen. It was very strange. I won't give out everything that happened, but this white-haired woman, who we did get the name of, but I do believe it is a false name, an alias of some sort. A fake name, if you will, because when I looked at the backlogs, or later on, it displayed her name still as white-haired girl, not Giselle, which I found very strange. So maybe it is a fake name, maybe it's not. We'll find out later on. Hopefully. But yeah, if you want to actually see what happened and experience it yourself, link, as always, will be down in the description below, which will bring you to the playlist with all the videos leading up to this one here. So, go ahead and check it out if you want to. But without further ado, I think it is time for us to just jump right on in. Right? Right. The Cursed Man. Which, by the way, there was a lovely little fella in the comments of my last video, which told me to look at the backlog. I don't know why he told me to do this. I don't know what is the purpose of me doing so. I'm not seeing much of anything. So, thank you for letting me know to, I guess, regularly check the backlogs. I guess something happens in the backlogs that I need to look at. Thing is, though, I don't know when exactly I should be looking at them. At the beginning of every chapter or intermission that happens, which I end the video at. Like, when specifically do I look at the backlogs? I don't know. But I'll try. I'll try my best. Anyway, sorry, rambling on. I'll continue on now. Staying in that house deprived of light was, I imagine, a very claustrophobic experience. To anyone blessed enough to have sunlight as part of their everyday lives, it would have been unbearable. But for her, the mansion, with its prison walls and lack of either illumination or recreation, was the one place she could find respite. She and Michael continued to be distant, however. He spent most of his time in his chambers, which he had explicitly told the white-haired girl. See, it's still telling us this. It's not telling... She gave off the name Giselle. So why isn't it transferring it to... It's still... They're still calling her the white-haired girl. Why? I think... Sorry for that. I think it is an alias. I could be wrong, but for now, that's my theory. Of that, anyway. To stay out of, leaving her unable to close that gap. Nonetheless, on the occasions they did cross paths in the hallway, their eyes would meet, if but briefly. It was never for more than a few seconds. Whenever she saw him, she made a point of giving him a little smile. He never said anything, but still, when she had first arrived, he would not have even met her gaze. Ooh. So there's a little bit of progress, is what you're telling me? You seem to be taking more and more notice of her. Good. One day, the white-haired girl stood in the cellar, a frown on her face. Well, this is troubling. I can't go down to the village, but if we don't go and do something soon... The cellar was where their food was stored. An assortment of non-perishables and dried foods, smoked meats and cheeses.
Did somebody say cheese?
Her daily meals were taken from the supplies there. However, the stockpile was beginning to grow quite small. Were she not on the run, she could have gone to the village to procure more. Or perhaps, were she a little tougher, she could have captured a wild animal for its meat. But master, you know a young delicate thing like her was hardly up to the task of hunting for food. How does he normally get his supplies, I wonder? From there, other questions about Michael started rising in her mind. No matter how lifeless he seemed, surely...
What are you calling Shirley?
Shut up. Surely he still had to eat, right? The white-haired girl nodded, then made her way out of the cellar, intending to head for his bedchamber. He warned you, girl. I would advise against it. But on her way there, she spotted him standing by the entrance, staring motionless at the door, lit by a single candle. He appeared to be waiting for something.
May I ask you a question?
Go on.
I was just down in the cellar. I noticed we were running low on food. Do you normally go down to the village to restock?
I haven't been outside in 10 years.
Then how do you...
What if I told you I don't eat?
What?
That I am not of this world, and as such, I have no need of sustenance. What would you think of that?
That sounds very, economical? If you can survive without having to eat, that's one less thing to worry about. If it were possible. I'd like to have that ability too.
It would seem trying to frighten you is a waste of time.
Was I supposed to be afraid?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. You asked about the food in the cellar. It's getting to be about that time. Wait and you will find out.
What do you...
It's here.
Oh?
If you want to know where my supplies come from, open the door.
But, I'm in hiding.
There's no one at the door anymore. The knock is nothing more than a signal.
A signal?
The white-haired girl turned toward Michael to press him for more information, but he averted his gaze. Find the answer yourself, he seemed to be saying. She took several moments to gather her will, then marched over to the door. Very loud to my ears. That actually made me jump a little bit. I might have I've forgotten to lower the volume on my side. Whoops. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal.
So bright.
The sunlight, which she had not seen in some time, was so bright it seemed to burn her eyes. Although the sun itself had not gotten any brighter, she had simply spent so much time in the dark, her eyes were no longer accustomed to that much light. The color of her eyes made them quite sensitive to light already, so when she stepped outside, her whole world went bone white. The white-haired girl stood motionless for 10, perhaps 15 seconds, and when her eyes had finally adjusted to the light,
What's this?
she noticed a crate on the ground at her feet. She turned her head back to ask Michael about the box, but the mansion was so dark, it appeared to be fully severed from the outside world.
Spooky.
From where she stood, she was unable to distinguish Michael from the shadows. A pang of nervousness struck her. She wanted to return to that darkness as quickly as possible. The white-haired girl had come to yearn for that world without light more than the one with. The crate was fairly hefty. The slightly built girl had considerable difficulty bringing it into the house. But eventually she did manage to drag it through the front door.
Thanks for the help, Michael. Fuck.
And then everything went dark once more, except for the faint? I added an L there. Except for the faint flicker of candlelight floating in the air. You can leave it there. I'll take care of the rest.
What's...
Without a word, Michael approached her and the box, withdrawing a knife that he had evidently kept hidden somewhere on his person. With it, he cut through the rope that bound the box. Go on, open it up. At his insistence, she placed her hand upon the lid. She had no idea what lay inside this unexpected delivery. Whoever had brought it was already gone. Long gone. Staring at the strange box, she was racked with nervousness. However, what she found when she pushed aside the lid was completely ordinary food. There's something amusing.
It was just rather anticlimactic. Here I was, worried about what might be inside.
We were just talking about supplies in the cellar.
So we were. It completely slipped my mind. This should last us for some time. It's all preserved, just like what's in the cellar. But I don't understand. Who would deliver all this to you?
There should be a book in there as well.
What?
Oh, there it is.
In the library, he said that his family sends him one book a month.
Does that mean this box came from them? If so, then why did the person who delivered this leave without speaking to him? What happened between him and his family? If he is here because they want him here? Or because he chose to be here? Take the book to the library, please. I will bring the rest of the supplies to the cellar. But it's a big box. I'm sure you could use some help carrying it. That won't be necessary. Take the book and go. He's kind of doing you a favor. But fine, then stay here. I'll take care of everything.
Wait, hold on, please.
What is it?
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. And, I'm not trying to pry, but I can't help but be curious.
Say what you have to say, please.
I was wondering if you could tell me why you live here, in this mansion. Why did whoever delivered this box leave before you even opened the door? Could you perhaps be imprisoned here?
I told you this the very first day. I am cursed. It's only natural for a cursed man to live in a cursed home.
Yes, but that's a very vague answer. I don't understand why you're in the situation you are. I don't know how you feel about it. There's so much I don't know. And I'm not even sure if your curse actually exists.
I see. That is a perfectly reasonable doubt from your point of view. Having been branded a witch because of your appearance, it would make sense that you would think my curse might be fabricated, or perhaps a metaphor for something else. Alright then. Come with me.
What?
I'll show you my curse. As he turned on his heels, the white-haired girl caught a glimpse of what appeared to be a smirk on his face, like the whole thing was some kind of sick joke. That smile carved into his mask was far colder than any look of annoyance or rejection. But despite the twinge of nervousness, she still followed after Michael. As much as he might have stood out in the crowd, with such height and long hair, his presence was almost entirely eroded away by the darkness. She felt that I keep adding an S there, I don't know why. She felt that he could simply fade away into nothingness at any moment.
What's it gonna be?
Many things are buried here. Oh, wait, what? Backyard, maybe? I see trees. So I guess they did go outside?
Huh?
Mice, insects, wild cats and dogs. Have you ever thought it strange how little life there seemed to be around this mansion?
You're right. I haven't seen a single creature since I arrived. The only sound you could hear is the wind blowing. Now that you mention it, it did seem peculiar.
They were all killed by me. Or rather, they lost their lives because of me. You have your answer now. A butterfly fluttered its way into the ruined garden. Oh, so it's the garden that was there. Why did I see trees then? I guess you can have a tree in your garden, right? But still, yeah, well, whatever. Whatever. Dancing up and down through the air. Michael held out a finger before himself, and the butterfly, mistaking it for a branch, drifted down upon it to rest its wings. Had the scene stopped there, it would have been a picturesque moment. All that comes in contact with me loses its life. My skin, the breath I exhale, my flesh and blood, is poison to all life. But the butterfly's movements began to slow. It spread its wings in one last futile attempt to fight gravity. And then, without warning, it shriveled up into a dry husk.
No! The beautiful butterfly. It's dead. All dried up and lifeless. Like it's been dead for days. It's like his finger drained all the life out of it. Is this his curse? Is that even possible? But I saw it with my own eyes. If this is his curse, though, it explains so much.
There are more than just insects and animal corpses buried here too. Servants who came to visit me long ago
Are here? Beneath the ground? Under our very feet?
That's why the servant leaves before I open the door. Should he touch me, should he get near me, his very life is in danger. No one is interested enough in seeing me take that risk. To take that. God damn it. No, I fumbled. No one is interested enough in seeing me to take that risk. No one will have anything to do with me. Nerea's soul even wishes to see my face. Now you understand what I meant when I said I would eventually kill you.
So that's why you have never once touched me. When I knocked the books down in the library, you didn't offer your hand to help me up. And only one of us ever... No, I read that right. Why is it weird? I don't know. It just felt weird coming out of my mouth. I have no idea why. Alright, continuing on. And only one of us ever made contact with the box at the entrance at a time. When I offered to help you carry it, you refused. Because you didn't want your finger to accidentally brush against mine. My actions were not out of concern for you. I simply dislike people. Others' interests mean nothing to me. What an odd face you are making. Do you not believe my curse is real? No, I do. It is certainly irrational, inexplicable, unbelievable. But you've shown me more than enough evidence. And I don't believe you're lying to me right now either. In which case, you now understand how dangerous it is to be near me. You said that if you left, you would be killed. But it's been some time since then. If you are careful to cover your tracks, you could make your escape. You do not belong here. Yeah, but that still brings up the question and why she hasn't died yet to you. Have you thought that as well there, Michael? Have you thought that as well? Come on! Have you wondered? Has the curiosity crept up in your mind? He was telling the truth about being cursed. What a cruel burden to have to bear. I can't imagine just how much he's given up on. How many lives he's inadvertently taken. And how he must have felt every time it happened. How much pain that loneliness must have given him. How much despair he must carry in his heart. How much sorrow must be weighing down on him. So, no. I will not leave. I will stay here with you.
Leave this place.
No, I will not.
Why? Why do you insist upon remaining in this house after learning what I can do? You have no reason to stay.
Tell me then, why do you try to drive me out? If you don't care for others, as you say, if you are not concerned about anyone else, then what does it matter to you what I do? What does it matter if I die to your curse? You are a very kind-hearted man. You've been watching out for me since the day I arrived, doing whatever you can to not inadvertently kill me, to not afflict me with your curse.
No.
Here's what I think. No one capable of showing genuine care for others can honestly, truly dislike all people. They can't possibly be indifferent.
No,
That day we met, before the stained glass window, you heard me out, you listened to my plight. You didn't try to chase me out. That day, I thought you to be a good person. And I still believe that. I simply assumed you would leave on your own when it was safe. I never thought you would be so foolish as to want to stay in a house like this with a man like me. How does that make me foolish? Do you not value your life? Are you not afraid of death? Do you not find me unpleasant? The thing I fear most is loneliness. You are probably right that by now I could safely sneak away, get myself somewhere far from here. But even if I did, I would inevitably find myself in the same situation. The only way I can avoid that fate is to stay away from everyone. To live in solitude with no one to talk to. I know you understand how that feels. It terrifies me. I'm afraid of having to spend day after day with no one to talk to. No one to share my experiences, my thoughts, my feelings with. If that's what awaits me out there, then I want to live with you. I want you to be the essential part of my life.
Impossible.
Please, don't chase me out.
You are a cruel girl. Never again will I allow myself to get close to someone, only to watch them die. Never again. My mother was the first to die. It happened shortly after my birth. Next was my wet nurse. 2 deaths could be considered a coincidence, but as the number rose, it became clear that I was cursed, and I was forbidden from making contact with anyone, even at home. Regardless, being in the same house, accidents will happen. Numerous people lost their lives. Attendants unfamiliar with me, or those who simply brushed up against me by mistake. I'm sorry, I'm running low on, I need to take a drink. Son of a bitch. This is a reminder to stay hydrated, folks. Or you'll fuck up like what I just did. I couldn't make it. I couldn't take it any longer. Fuck! So you chose to move here. Oh, that's... Now I'm fumbling all over the place. God damn it, I lost my cool. And that's that. Son of a bitch. Okay.
So you chose to move here, to this remote mansion, to keep yourself away from your family. You weren't imprisoned here. You elected to live alone so you wouldn't hurt anyone.
For better or for worse, I was born into a noble house. So rather than abandon me, they have provided me the means to live out of sight.
I will be very careful. I will do everything I can to assure no accidents occur, to keep you from being alone again. I will not, for any reason, touch you. You have my promise. Your curse takes the life of anything you touch. I've been here for a while, and death has not befallen me yet. As long as I do not touch you, there shouldn't be a problem. Also, I apologize if this is simply me reading too much into things, but I feel like we are two of a kind. I fear being utterly alone more than anything, and I think you understand just how scary that is. So,
why are you so stubbornly insistent on it being me? I'm sure there's someone else out there. Someone you are meant to be with. You may not have found them yet, but I believe someone like you eventually will. Because unlike me, you still have the vigor to press forward.
It has to be you, I'm certain of it.
Why?
Because, well,
You can't tell me.
No, I can, please don't get upset with me.
Hmm?
I think I might really, really love you.
You just met the fella! Hold up! Damn. Taking the literal case of... Hold up. No. Nope. Oh, shit. I just can't, man. I've forgotten to. Fuck! I apologize. I really don't know. Oh. Wait a second. Oh, now I see it. Wait, why is this happening? That's interesting. Hold up. What? Okay, that one's obviously like lives, but why is it marking it out? Huh. Blank make to move here to this remote mansion to keep yourself away from the blah blah blah. I remember some of these words, and I still don't understand why they're being marked out like that. It's bringing me back to the memories of the second door with the beast. Like, am I supposed to reconfigure these words into another language or something? Into another word? Like, reorganize the letters in some way? I don't understand this. But yeah, that's actually very interesting. Huh. My mother was the first to die. Okay, so it's actual. It's very accurate to the letters. So 2 for 2 and 3 for die. Okay. It did mark out mother. So, Mother to die. Maybe I'm supposed to take these words that are marked out, write them down in the order, and maybe it comes out like a secret message? That can't be it, right? That can't be it. But why else would... That's yeah. That's interesting. Thanks for the heads up. I don't know how to pronounce your username, so I apologize. But you know who you are, and again, thank you. This is very interesting. Now, obviously, don't... Unless they tell you why this is the case, don't tell me, because I want to learn for it by myself. But... yeah. If it doesn't explain what's happening here in the backlogs, then of course, just straight up tell me. If the game doesn't answer these questions later on. But, yeah, that's... It does stop at a point, too. Like, you don't see it after here. But it's very consistent up to then. It seems to be only when he's recollecting on his memories. Yeah. And she's even, like... Okay, so it has to do with Michael's memories, I guess. Right? Very interesting. Holy shit. Alright. Oh god, no! No, you motherfucker! I hate this fucking wheel, man. Alright. I'll just reread what it... Okay. His was a power that evoked images of witches or demons, the unclean and the impure. A mere touch was all it took for him to strip man and beast. Where have we heard that before? Alike of its life. Interesting. Alright. A mere touch was all it took for him to strip man and beast alike of its life. God has quite a cruel streak to bestow such a power upon such a beautiful young man. And a strange power it was indeed, like something out of a fairy tale. Like something confined to words upon the page. It seemed otherworldly, unbelievable. Nonetheless, as he had demonstrated to the white-haired girl, his peculiar powers were indeed real. That said, the world has its fair share of oddities. It just so happens that those curiosities tend to remain hidden away, known only by a few. Although you have laid eyes upon a number of unusual phenomena yourself, Master. The doors to the past through which we have passed. This very mansion. And as a matter of fact, the two of us. Now, as you just saw, the white-haired girl found herself enraptured with this man and his accursed power. What's the word? Power. How do you think Michael acted in response to her proclamation? He had spent so long refusing to interact with others. No, unable to interact with them. As such, he was unsure how to respond. After standing there expressionless for a few moments, he muttered, "I'll consider it." And with that, he returned to his chambers. While he was not someone who wore his heart on his sleeve, I personally do not believe he was completely devoid of emotions. He had simply forgotten how to express them in his extended solitude. So I think he was, in that moment, in a state of complete panic. Oh my god, he's panicking! She had, after all, just assaulted him with a stream of incomprehensible declarations. That, knowing the truth, she still wished to remain in this mansion. And that, knowing the truth, she loved him. The love that she had declared for Michael was not a fleeting puppy love. Puppy love! There was genuine tenderness and warmth to her words. But he had gone through his life shunned, feared, pushed away. To him that was normal. He had never given anyone reason to have any fondness for him. So he found himself utterly unsure how to take the affection she was showing. Of course, he was not the only one rattled by the whole affair.
Why did I say that? Oh my god! Oh dear.
Several days had passed since Michael had asked for time to think. He had still yet to show himself again.
This is all my fault.
White-haired girl paced anxiously
Oh!
through the halls on the off chance she might run into him. As per his request, though, she kept her distance from his chambers. Nevertheless, she was beginning to worry about the fact that he had secluded himself away for so long. So she worked up her courage and made her way to his room. Ow!
What if he doesn't want to see me ever again? I didn't consider I might be overstepping my bounds before opening my big mouth.
Every step she took was slow and laborious. Her mind raced with worry and doubt.
I should at least tell him I'm sorry.
Rather than out of a desire to know how he felt, she was compelled by guilt and desire to apologize. After walking for some time, she arrived at the door, staring in an utterly unlit hallway. I read that wrong. I think it said sitting. Oh well. Moving on. She drew in a breath of musty air, then let it out, repeating the process several times. Next, she reached her hand up to knock on the door, then pulled it back, also doing this a number of times. Oh, how adorable she was. I wanted nothing more than to give her a little nudge. After all, she was too sweet of a girl for her worries to be anything but misplaced.
I just can't find the courage. Maybe I should come back another day. But what's the point of waiting? I need to apologize and get the weight off of his back now.
She gathered her courage once more, this time determined she would do it. The white-haired girl moved her small fist towards the door, which then swung open. Ah! Yeah, that. I preemptively done it.
I'm sorry.
Please, you must announce your presence. I almost rocked. That's true. Yeah, oh, that would have been bad. And you said you would be careful. You goddamn girl. Goddamn you. Okay, anyway. I almost walked right into you. Are you in that much of a hurry for a mishap?
I'm sorry.
And I believe I told you to stay away from my chambers.
You did. So I spent a long time debating whether I would, but I decided I really wanted to tell you this.
Oh, well, actually.
I'm truly sorry.
What?
The other day, I could barely manage to get the words in my head all the way to my mouth. There was no room in my mind for anything else. I shoved all my thoughts and feelings into your face, not considering...
My throat!
Oh my god, there was something stuck in my throat.
It's called a dick. What? Shit. Sorry. I had to make the joke, okay? Phrasing. It caught me, and I had to commit to the bit, okay? Not okay. Calm down. Sinikle, please. Read. I'm sorry! Please!
Not considering that might not be what you wanted? Just running nonstop, not thinking at all? I was terribly disrespectful to you. Completely selfish. You're a kind-hearted man, I truly believe that. But you were only being courteous, because you're a nice man. I'm sure you have a little interest in the affections of a...
Whoa. Whoa! Oh, okay, I'm not... I know this is based back in, like, 1000 something, I forgot the year. What was it, 1049 or something? Anyway. But I am not saying that word! I'm gonna edit it a little bit.
I'm sure you have a little interest in the affections of a little girl.
Obviously just taking out one word. But one very bad word.
So, I would love it if I could stay here. It would be a wonderful blessing. But if you really don't want me here, if my feelings are imposing upon you, then I apologize. I'm sorry, and I'll take my leave of this house. I'm sorry?
Don't be. My mind went blank for a moment.
What?
What? I find it difficult to comprehend you. The other day you were firm in your intentions to stay, and now you say you'll leave without a struggle.
You holed up in your room for so long that I thought, you didn't want me around. To be honest, I want to stay here, I do.
I think you should do whatever pleases you.
Huh?
You can stay, or you can leave. I will not pressure you to do one or the other.
So I'm not imposing?
To tell you the truth, I had to think about that for some time. However, I have now come to something of a solution. Since you are here, come into my room.
What? But I thought I wasn't allowed to.
To prevent what almost happened a few moments ago, so we don't accidentally run into each other.
Sorry.
You are forgiven. Now come in.
Okay. Is this a necklace?
If that's what it looks like to you, then I suppose that means I succeeded. Pick it up.
It has a little bell. It's adorable.
Please make an effort to wear that while you're in the house. Because it's so dark, there will always exist the risk that we might accidentally bump into one another. So I try to come up with a way to reduce that risk.
Does that mean you didn't leave your room because you were working on this?
That's right. What other reason would I have?
I think most people would assume it was because they had put you in a bad mood. Or that you didn't want to see them.
I have little sense of how most people see the world.
Sorry. I appreciate it though. I'm really glad to know that you put so much thought into a life together with me.
It would be difficult not to, after the other day.
I'm so happy right now. I can't think of any better word to describe it. I couldn't be happier.
You're being dramatic. To tell you the truth, I feel a little bad about it.
Why?
It seems rather pertinent to affix a bell to someone. You're not livestock, you're a person.
That's why you turned it into a necklace? Thank you very much. I'll keep it on me at all times. I really truly appreciate it, Lord Michael.
Don't call me Lord, please.
Alright, then, I'll just call you Michael. And will you please call me Giselle?
Is that why it... That cannot be the reason. Is that why we were still getting the white-haired girl instead of fucking Giselle? If the nameplate changes to Giselle now, I'm gonna be pissed. Because... fine. Whatever. Fuck it. Wait. Backlog. Oh, what the goddamn... What the hell? Okay, so this is what you meant. Oh. Oh.
Why and what and how and how? Who the hell? Wait, is that what he's saying? Yeah, okay. So, huh. Images are slithering into my head, replacing memories before they can surface. Stop! Okay. That's under Michael's name, by the way. So I think that is confirming that we are indeed Michael. So the master is Michael. Okay. But he's trying his best to prevent the memories coming back in. So he doesn't want to remember what happened. So something really fucked up is about to happen. Something terrible. Probably the worst tragedy we have seen thus far. That's not going to be good at all. Interesting. Okay. So, thanks for that. Thanks for telling me to go back into the backlogs. Okay. But wait, what was the other thing then? Is that connected with this? What's happening here? That's weird. Anyway, the windows. What? If we could open the windows. Never mind. I was just thinking you wouldn't need the bell at all if we could get some light in here. It can't be opened? They're rusted shut. All the windows have been shuttered for as long as I've been here. I assumed you had boarded them all up. That was done long before I arrived. After so many years here, though, I hardly consider it an inconvenience anymore. It also serves to repel wanderers. Oh, really? Is there something odd about that? No. It's just... I realized I had the wrong impression about a number of things. As I learn more, I see things in a different light. See in a different light. Nope. No changes again. Okay. Did I read this yet? Shit. See, that's why I don't like going back to the backlogs, because I don't remember fucking going back to the... Okay. And I'm sure there's still plenty more for me to learn. Of all the people I have ever met, you are perhaps the most difficult to predict. Not only do you have no aversion to the darkness, you... The dark has always been a close friend of mine. Which isn't to say I dislike the sun. Its light can simply be a bit too strong for me. I'm like some kind of unholy monster that can't be exposed to sunlight. You are anything but unholy. My name would suit you. Much better than me. Oh, that was actually a kind thing to say. Damn. What was that? Oh. Oh. Why? What is with these sound effects? Oh, God. Stop. Oh, God. My ears. Dude. That sounds like it's something right behind me. Oh, it's just a figure in the back corner. What? Anyway, yeah, I see this. What a beautiful story. Much better than the real thing, is it not, my dear? What? Okay, can this not play while I'm trying to... What is this?
Okay, so it's back to doing this again. Dude, are you kidding me? Please, stop. Stop. Stop? Okay. I'll just continue, I suppose. What voice should I be doing here? Oh my god, my ears. Dude, oh my god, my hands. Goosebumps. Oh god, my spine is shivering. Oh, these sounds, man. If I have to suffer, you better all be suffering with me. I'm taking you down with me. What voice should I do here? Oh, I guess this is Michael talking, but why is... I don't know anymore. Okay, I'll just do... That day when I first saw Giselle, I was wary of her, apprehensive. I didn't want her anywhere near me. But... Okay. I thought this popped up because the screen flickered like the way it just did right now, but no. Okay, never mind. But as my doubts about her faded, I began feeling something very different. As though the lump in my heart had been melted away. I began to yearn for her to be at my side. No, nothing changing yet. Alright. Knowing full well it couldn't possibly last. Knowing full well how foolish it was, I found myself captivated by her. I found myself wishing to have her stay with me. Static sound effect for some reason. Okay. And that marked the true beginning of their quiet days together in the dark mansion. Oh my god, I don't know what the hell just happened. I can't... Wait, what? Okay, there we go. Okay, nothing new here. Huh. Wait, let me go up a little bit. Okay, so that's there. Huh. Why is this happening? Huh. I remember this word here. It's dark. The dark has always been a blank, blank, blank. Which isn't to say I blank the blank. Okay. Some of these words I remember, some of them don't. This one's unholy down here with Michael. My name would suit you much better than me. Why are those words marked out? I don't understand why that's happening. Huh. Okay. I'll continue just a little bit further past to this point because I want to see what's about to happen next. If I deem it to be nothing, I'll end. So let me continue this. They acknowledged and accepted each other's presence, no longer isolating themselves, but actively, regularly conversing. As mundane as it might seem, it was something they had been unable to attain until then. Nevertheless, they were still somewhat fumbling around in the dark with one another, drawing closer and pushing away again. Michael, in his own ungraceful way, was beginning to open himself up to the other things to the things she said. I don't know where the word "other" came from. Sorry about that. And the white-haired girl. Okay, so it's still referring to her. I don't know why. It's weird. Okay. And the white-haired girl was beginning to smile with greater frequency. They had taken to dining together, and her wish of learning to read was being granted. He taught her in the feeble light of a candle placed upon the table, the two sitting across from one another. Though Michael seemed to be well educated, he had not been instructed in the art of teaching, so he found the process quite grueling. But to the white-haired girl, the longer it took, the better. Her primary objective was, after all, to spend time with him. The days passed, and eventually she reached the point where her comprehension was adequate enough without assistance. Her next request, then, was for them to read through a book together. So droll. So annoying. Why? Oh. Get me out of here. Have you read every book in the Why are those words excluded? Why? Oh, God, I really want to know. Son of a bitch. It's gonna irritate the shit out of me. You have no fucking idea. God damn it. Alright. No. I stopped looking at them after a while. Most everything I'm sent is dull, uninformative dreck. The Diary of a Lord, foolish make-believe tales. You're not fond of the fiction, I take it? What value is there in the lies of fantasies of another? Stories can be invigorating. Tales of adventure can take you places you could never go. This is gonna be annoying. I might have to not do this regularly, but I mean, for instances that, God damn it, it's gonna be rough. And I don't want to edit it at the video of taking this portion out every fucking few seconds. That's gonna be very annoying, very fast. I don't know. I'll try and not do it for as long as possible, but I really want to see the instances where Michael begins remembering things and he tries to stop it. Something like that was actually pretty cool to witness. So that's pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, I feel like continuing on. This might be a very long video, by the way. Very long. Which, I don't know if you would like or not, but oh well. Sorry, if you don't. Just pause the video and come back later then, I guess, if you want to. Stories can be invigorating, tales of... yeah, I read that, okay. Legends of heroes, folklore, stories of otherworldly phenomena. They can be terrifying, and they can be exhilarating. They may not be real, but they give you a little glimpse into the author's heart. Let you feel like you're seeing the same thing they saw. You are a very empathetic girl. Fiction inspires nothing of the sort in me. However, perhaps long ago it may have been a... what? I feel like there's a typo in it, right? Yeah, there's a clear typo here. Whatever. I'll read it as is. But, I mean, you can clearly see it. It's a little weird. Okay, anyway. Perhaps long ago, it may have been able to. Though I can no longer remember what it feels like. I'm sure it'll come back to you. You're not an empty man. Unless the it was actually supposed to be there. Maybe he's explaining his emotions. Like he did have emotions prior. But he's shut himself in to escape the feelings of anger, hatred, loneliness, blah, blah, blah. He's tried to turn himself into an empty husk of nothingness. Void of any emotions. How dare you? Sorry. I'm making you uncomfortable again. How about we read this book today? What book would that be, you harlot? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. I might have to use this as a thumbnail because there have been no CGR at all yet. God damn it. Just a book as the fucking cover. I might like add splashes of blood for effect or something. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Alright. Have there been any weirdness about? No? Okay. It appears to be a collection of legends. You haven't read this one yet, then? That's good to hear. It'll be more enjoyable if it's a new experience for the both of us. It looks like it's a record of local legends. The book is divided into several sections, though it appears to be mostly superstitions. I am curious to what kind of stories this area has. And what area is that specifically? You want to tell me? You want to tell me? Of course you wouldn't want to tell me! Anyway, what? The two of them were looking down at a simple, undecorated volume. As the white-haired girl had said, it seemed to be a collection of local legends passed down, generation to generation. They sat across from one another at the table, her turning the pages, and Michael simply watching so as to not brush against her. Eventually, her eyes were drawn to a peculiar word on one of the pages, bringing her hands to a stop. The witch. That chapter detailed the story of a witch, or, more precisely said, witch's curse. The story went something like this. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, we know this music, don't we? There once was a witch, skilled in the dark arts. She lived a meager but peaceful life alongside the other villagers. But then, a long drought struck the village, which the people blamed on the witch. The witch was sentenced to death, and as the fire blazed around her, smoke rose high into the air. The smoke soon became rain clouds, blessing the village with an end to the drought. The crops were revitalized, and the villagers fancied themselves heroes. However, the rain also brought madness upon the people. Though the earth below them was lush and fertile, the villagers were losing their minds, and they eventually began to take each other's lives. The witch still lived on, in the form of a curse. Many fell victim to the witch's curse, though it did not only take, it also fulfilled people's desires. The villagers had gone mad, but their wish for freedom from the drought had been granted. Thus, the legend has been passed down as follows. The witch will grant your wish in exchange for great sacrifice. As smoke in the sky, she watches down upon us from above. To reach the witch, climb for the heavens. But know that road is a road to destruction. Damn! Okay.
People still believe the witch's legend even now, I suppose. And that's why I face accusations for being a witch. This is not an area very welcoming to outsiders, especially one who stands out as much as you. What brought you to this region in the first place? Mine is a story I'm sure you've heard before. I was cast out of my house. I come from a very poor family. We could barely even afford to keep everyone fed. Being as weak as I am, it was only natural that I would be the first to go.
I see.
What I don't understand, though, is why the witch is said to grant people's wishes. That is to say, she had reason enough to hold a grudge, but not to give people things they asked for.
All we have to go on is a few pages. There's no saying what might have been changed or added over time, and it's almost certain the entire legend isn't written here. That said, if we are to accept everything as written, you can infer what the witch's reason might have been.
And that is...
If you truly want it that much, you can have it, but I'll make certain your suffering outweighs it. Despair that comes after a moment of happiness is far more agonizing than despair alone. I presume that is why the witch decided to grant people's wishes.
That is one way to look at it. May I ask you something?
Go on.
When I first arrived here, you told me that a cursed witch used to live in this mansion. After reading this legend, I'm now finding it hard to believe you made that up simply to scare me away.
I appropriated the tale, nothing more. It is said the witch was born in this house.
What?
Quite the place my family found for me. But it was a clever decision putting me here, I think. Not many people are likely to come near a house with such a pedigree.
But...
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Where's the story? Wait, where's the story? Huh. Interesting. So that doesn't pop up in here? Oh. Very interesting.
Okay.
Moving on.
No, never mind. That makes sense.
I suspect I know what she was going to say then. If the witches said to grant wishes, then wouldn't that also attract people who so desperately want something? They do not care what price they must pay. And perhaps she was correct. Perhaps there had been those who had come to the mansion chasing after the legend. And perhaps they had encountered Michael, touched him, and lost their lives. On that day in the garden, he had said, "Many things are buried here." Perhaps that included such visitors. Maybe. If that was the case, though, he would be running out of places for all those bodies. I mean, I would have to imagine how big the garden is and how much space the ground is actually, like, worth. Like, can you go 12 feet down, 6 feet down? What? And how big the area is, again. How many bodies take up each spot? Or not even just human bodies, but he said animals, insects, but you don't need to bury insects. I don't know why he mentioned insects, but whatever. But yeah, anyway. Just a thought.
I wonder if that story might be more than mere superstition.
If the witch of legend really did exist, what would you do?
It might be nice to talk to her, maybe.
That's all? Really?
I feel a little bad for her, though. The only people who ever visit her are there to ask for something, after all. I can only imagine just how lonely that must be.
I swear I cannot comprehend the way your mind works.
Oh my. Sorry.
Although, If we assume the legend is true, I have an idea what climb for the heavens might mean. Oh? The mansion has an observation tower. Okay, that's about that. We're gonna visit this tower, aren't we? Okay. Well, I hope nothing bad happens here. Wink, wink. Just in case. Nope. Nope. All right. Got it. Or suppose what used to be an observation tower. At any rate, it was quite a tall structure. This is the house where the witch was supposedly born. A tower reaching for the heavens seems like the perfect place to find her, if she really is there. Or here. I felt like there would fit a lot better, wouldn't it?
Oh yes, I remember seeing a rather tall structure as I first approached the mansion.
Would you like to see it?
Of course. Please, lead the way.
Yeah, I guess we're going. The two of them left the library and made their way to the room with the stained glass window. At the far end of the room were the stairs to the observation tower. The tale of the witch had piqued the white-haired girl's interest, inspiring her to put herself forward to satisfy that curiosity.
Have you ever heard the saying, curiosity killed the cat? Okay.
She had, after all, been accused of being a witch herself, so she undoubtedly felt an affinity, that's the word, to the legend. What a sweet girl she was.
Was. Great. Past tense story. Okay, yeah. Maybe she dies here. I have no idea. Maybe she does.
With Michael in the lead, the two climbed a long, long spiral staircase. There were many more stairs where the white-haired girl had anticipated, and she soon found herself short of breath. Rectangular windows were carved out of the stone in regular intervals. Peering through one of them, she could see a village in the distance. A pleasantly cool, high-altitude breeze brushed across her face.
Well, good for her.
After much climbing, they finally arrived at the top, where a door made of partially rotted wood stood. Michael pulled open the door, revealing a small room with no windows or doors in sight. Can we see it, please? Okay, that's not much. I think I recognize this, though. This is one of the stories. Is from the very first door. Yeah, we were given a story, right? Yeah, when Mel and the white-haired girl were in the library room. I believe it was. Because it was the haha, my grandfather died from sex. I remember it very well. Yeah, okay, so this is, yeah, during that story, they showed a couple of background images and whatnot. I remember this one specifically for some reason. So that's very interesting. By the way, can I just say that at the first door, we never were introduced about this observation tower or anything of the sort. I don't think we even saw a mentioning of the stained glass window. Instead, we were brought about to a chapel. So, again, very interesting. Very odd. Huh. Anyways, I digress.
This is the top of the tower?
Despite it being called an observation tower, you could hardly observe anything from here. Her face contorted in confusion The white-haired girl threw her gaze about the room. Glancing up, she saw only a darkened ceiling, and slightly below it a single small window through which shone a little ray of light. Yep. It's almost the same thing to the story about the girl locked here. Which I hope that's not about to happen. That would be very concerning. But okay, no differences here, nothing red or missing. Okay. I gotta be careful when closing that because you can't right click. Oh, you can. Wait, I'm confused. No. I should shut up. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll shut up. No, you need to read, Sinikle. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm making okay. The beam cleaved through the darkness like the sharpened blade of a beautiful sword. The darkness draped over the rest of the room only served to make more impressive that solitary ray of light. It had a magical fairy tale quality to it. As if being pulled in by it, she drew toward the light. I suspect there was once a large window in this room. If you look closely, you can see seams in the stone wall. The color of the stone differs slightly on the other side of the seams. I presume something caused them to seal off the window after it was built. Though I don't know what that something might be. I see that it became slow right here. If I look in the backlog, something fuggery better not be there. Oh, something's happening. Oh god. Ow! Okay, I can see why he was slowing down there. Damn! My boy be tripping. And he be tripping. He be falling. He on his knees. Hell yeah. By the way, I can tell the significance of this scene right now because of the fact that we actually don't have a text box. So, yeah. Very significant scene happening right now. Which I hope also means that nothing bad is about to happen. That transforms the story entirely. Please don't do this to me, game. Please, I swear, my grandfather. Okay. No, I shouldn't be swearing on anything. I'd be tripping. When Michael's eyes fell upon the white-haired girl wrapped in the beam of light, he sputtered to a stop. Yeah, we saw that firsthand. The man who never flinched at anything, who had long since distanced himself from such stirrings of the heart, was utterly bewitched. Bewitched. Get it? Has the word witch in it. Okay. I couldn't snort. Damn it! Sometimes I can actually make myself snort. Don't know why I told you that. I like talking to people, okay? Leave me alone. I'm a very social person. Ironically, because I don't socialize with much people. Very weird. He had never seen her illuminated so vividly before, and he was having a great deal of trouble finding the words to describe her striking beauty.
So striking.
For someone who had been chased out of her home and accused of being a witch, the white-haired girl looked less like a practitioner of the dark arts, and more like one of the host of heaven. Damn! That's a big compliment. Michael undoubtedly felt the same way, for his gaze was fixated firmly upon her. Oh! Oh! Oh, damn, she is beautiful. God damn. I like that. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. The art is so fucking good, man. Damn. I got I'm sorry. I'm clapping. I love the art of this game. It's just so fucking good, man.
Dazzling, isn't it? Like a staircase leading to heaven.
Yes. Perhaps so.
Is something the matter?
No, I'm fine. So good. God damn.
You know, it feels like there's something odd in the air here. It feels like someone actually might be listening.
That's an odd thing to bring up right now. Okay. If the witch were to speak to you, what would you say to her? Oh no. By the way, I will give you the rundown. I'm not stopping. I'm banging my hand on my desk. I'm looking at my phone. And I'm about to drink some water. All in an attempt to not continue this. Because I know where the fuck it's headed. And god damn it. That was me being vocal with water stuffed in my mouth. All right. Let's continue on.
I would ask her to tell me her true feelings, to tell me what kind of person she was, and what kind of pain she had to endure. I just want to know what she felt. This woman people branded a witch.
The legend was written from a neutral perspective. It's possible she was a fearsome witch. It's also possible she wasn't.
I get the feeling she was just persecuted like me. Like me and you.
Unlike you, I truly am impure. Disagree all you want, but my touch kills. I'm a strange, incomprehensible, irrational creature. Or maybe I'm not even a living being, and that's why when I touch something that is, I bring them death.
If only I actually were a witch. If only I actually had some kind of extraordinary power. Regardless of whether it came from God or the devil. Then I would be able to grant people's wishes.
My wish need not be granted.
But it's what I want too. I wish to be able to touch you. I would be perfectly content with nothing changing, with us never being able to touch one. Wait, what?
Oh, okay, I see what she's saying. But that doesn't... Okay, you know what? Never mind. I thought that was contradicting what she said prior just a moment ago, but no, okay. I see what she's getting at. It takes my brain a moment, okay? Leave me alone. Again, my mouth moves faster than my brain can process, okay? I'm sorry.
I would be perfectly content with nothing, but with us never being able to touch one another. I would be more than happy with that. But I'm allowed to dream, aren't I? It doesn't have to be in this life. I pray the day will come that we can get closer, even if it has to happen in another life.
I am just noticing a spider web on my fucking mic. I don't know how long that's been there. I'm now frightened. No! Motherfucker! You guys have no idea how close I am to my mic, okay? I am just now seeing this. I don't know how long it's been there. What if, unbeknownst to me, it was crawling on my face and I never knew? Okay, that terrifies the living shit out of me. Okay. I need to continue on. I know, I'm sorry, but what are those noises? Don't. Shut up. Happiness is very much a stranger to me. But am I allowed to dream too?
You are.
I will never touch you, I swear it. But I would like to dream about it. I would like to imagine placing my hand upon your cheek.
You can. Reach your hand out for me.
Oh God. Bruh. By the way, I noticed how they were saying all this back to back to each other. The curse has actually already begun, right? It's already begun. It's already started. It's there, set in stone. Did I say that? I'm sorry, I'm just thinking right now.
I will imagine it too. I am imagining your fingers running through my hair, brushing up against my skin. I can feel your warmth.
There was a wall between them. A wall they could not cross. For if they did, it would mean the white-haired girl's death. No matter how much they yearned for it, they could not touch one another, so they did so within the confines of their imagination. Envisioning it in as much detail as they could manage. It was sad but sweet, a moment of pristine, untainted beauty. The two of them emanated serenity, as fitting as the word cursed might have been to the mansion as a whole. At the top of the observation tower, a pure bond was being shared. A fleeting moment between a young man with a cursed touch, and a kind-hearted, beautiful girl. The dream did not last long. No, for God is quite cruel. They simply wanted to be together, that was all. Their wish was hardly unreasonable. Only a quiet, peaceful life together. But misfortune was creeping ever nearer, its footsteps growing more and more pronounced. What? Oh, that's it. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Well, that can't be good. That can't be. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot. Wait, what? Wait, what? Why is there a line with question marks? The witch, right? Oh, wait, it continues. Wait, what? God damn it! I should have been. All right, I'll have to redo this on my off time and yeah. Okay. We once read a book together. It was by the fireplace. You did not. Those memories are false. Books belong in the library. Why would they be by the fireplace? What the fuck is happening? What is happening? Curse them. Slaughter them. Revel them. Inflict eternal suffering on all their souls. Take revenge on the fools who laughed as we agonized. Okay, yeah, that's the witch. Alright. Interesting. But it seems like the witch knows these folks, right? So what, is the witch the maid? Is the witch the maid? I'm starting to think maybe it is. Indeed, that is Giselle, the white-haired girl standing there is Giselle. What? Ha ha ha, what a wonderful little show these puppets are putting on for us, wouldn't you say? What? What is going on? There's more than... Okay, so there's more than one of them. It will all come back to you eventually, and then I'll be there with you again, my dear, whispering into your ear for centuries to come. And this time I will not fail. I'll mold your soul into the same shape as mine. Okay, well, that person says that, but this one down here, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Sounds like an asshole! Someone you once... Okay, where... Oh, you know what? Fuck it. There's no sense in me fucking questioning anything. I must say, I am impressed you made it back here, my dear. Your soul was ground into dust. What? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna properly do this. Holy shit. How far back? Okay, here. Alright. After the CG. Okay. After, yeah, her pictures. Okay. As a bit of a... What? As a bit of an aside. What? Who speaks like that? Whatever. I'd like to share with you a little fact of life, my dear. Humans have a far greater capability to hurt, betray, and forsake others than they do to love, trust, and protect them. And that's precisely what the majority of people do. Yes, I believe you know good and well. Know that no matter how much you may trust someone, they're still going to abandon you in the end. White-haired girl spoke. Michael spoke. White-haired girl. Okay, yep. My dear friend, the two of us have much more in common with each other than anybody else. We both suffered at others' hands, and we both deserve to have our vengeance. Go on, what's the matter? Make this tale into your reality. Surrender yourself in this moment to this beautiful story and remain here in the mansion with Giselle, watching this moment, this dream. Who are you? Well, that's a surprise. You actually have a conscious mind. And are you aware of who you are? You know nothing. Who are you? Someone you once spent a great deal of time with. I must say, I am impressed you made it back here, my dear. Your soul was ground into the dust. Okay, so the one that's not saying anything here, that's us. Which means our soul was grounded into the dust. That's nice. It kind of seems like this one person is speaking to one or two other people. And then we showed up into, I don't know, a void here, and I guess it's so confusing. I'm pretty sure we'll get answers. I'm pretty sure we will. But goddamn, right now it's so fucking confusing. I don't know what the fuck is happening. That was holy shit. All right, the blood of the witch. Oh, that yeah, okay. I'm sure nothing will go wrong here. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Well, that was something. Okay. So, what's under extras? Not a goddamn thing. All right. Not a goddamn thing. Okay. Well, I've been recording for a long time now. More than an hour. Nice. Okay. So, this is gonna be a very long recording. Not recording, a video. Apologize. But we learned quite a lot. I've seen quite a lot. Some fuckery is about. I don't know what. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know, huh? Huh? I'm gonna be real. My favorite door so far. My favorite moment of this whole thing so far. I hope it gets better. Because already it's at a fantastic levels of just amazingness. I love this. I'm actually very surprised that this series, the House in Fata Morgana, isn't that exposed out there. I feel like it should be. The story is so good. It really captivates you into it, man. It sucks you in further. And it does give you answers to questions, but those answers actually give out more questions. It keeps you captivated. It dwells into it, man. And it's so good. And the art, magnificent. But enough of my praises for this. I hope you all enjoyed it. I sure as hell did. This was fun. I can't wait until what happens next. Only by the sounds of the title of the segment that we just saw, The Blood of the Witch, I can only assume tragedy is about to unfold. Maybe. I don't know. Will be interesting to see. So stick around if you will. And if you did enjoy this video here, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because there will be more The House in Fata Morgana soon. I apologize for this being a little bit longer than the usual ones, but I wanted to keep going until I felt satisfactory, and by golly, I am satisfied. Phrasing! Shut up! Hopefully you all are too. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. See you later.